Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bot Squad podcast. We are doing a live stream here on wonderful August 13th, 2026. And we got Gus and Lanaya, possibly Willie, if he decides
Oh
to show the
shit!
fuck up. And we're going to talk wrestling, movies, TV, whole lot of stuff been going on. These two haven't really been able to catch up. Me and him and Willie were all able to catch up the other night, but uh, yeah, we got a lot to talk about there. We were just talking about Spider-Man: Brand New Day a little bit here. We won't just talk spoiler, just quick. We both like it. Me and Gus have both seen it. Lanaya has not yet, but she's full aware because the internet has been fucking spoiler central about that
My
movie.
family messed it up for me.
out.
It's not like my friends are the worst.
Yeah.
So,
I
You
really
just need
like
to lock yourself in a box and stay away from everybody.
oh, I tried, and then like my friends like text me like rundowns, like you saw
that we
that.
like
This
her.
is trying to see.
It's the thing we
Why
like
not?
Lanaya around, so we can't let her hide.
No, that's why I like fucking with people. I like messing with people, and I give them like fake spoilers. Like the other day when it opened up, I was like, "Yo, did you see that Batman died in the new Spider-Man movie?" Yo, I had like three people give me the evil eye. I'm like, Batman is not even in the same universe, and they're like, "You never know with this multiverse shit." I'm like,
I do
really?
that all the time. These people, so
There's buyouts all the time.
crossovers, buyouts, suits. You never know.
Yeah, you're gonna see Michael Keaton just like walk into frame and be like, "Oh shit, this isn't Gotham."
Yeah,
He's Mr. Mom.
Yeah, he's been Batman, Hawk. What was it? Hawkman.
It was Birdman,
Birdman, Batman, and the
Vulture.
Vulture, yeah.
He has always had flying related characters in that fact, and he was also Beetlejuice. I didn't see that second Beetlejuice. Was it any good?
I haven't seen it either. It's on my to-do list. I haven't watched it either.
I saw it, and like, I won't say it's bad for nostalgia's sake. I will say that it wasn't necessary.
Yeah,
and the world would probably be better without it. But it wasn't bad.
Well, I mean, you waited for over 20 years to give us a sequel, so at this point, it's just either a passion project that went wrong, or you were trying to get a cash grab on
My
the
problem
start.
is,
oh, that's
why do you
that's
wait all that time for it to suck?
That's all the Flash was, and it was.
Oh, the Flash.
Yeah, I don't think
The
we've
Flash
ever
was
talked about that on
horrific.
this podcast. I don't think we've ever talked about the Flash movie
Because we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah,
bro, the Flash was horrific. Listen, the Flash was a horrific mess that I wouldn't even wipe my ass with.
And then
I
on
will
top of
say
that,
this.
Ezra Miller.
There's only two things about the Flash which I enjoyed. Number one, the end credits, because that told me the torture was over. And number two, because I work in the medical field, that scene where the hospital is collapsing, whatever. If I'm not mistaken, one of the nurses that was in the pediatric ward, she's falling. She has the baby in hand. She's like, "All right, fuck it," and she throws the baby. Like, really?
Yeah,
But that's neither here nor there.
Especially made no sense. He tossed a baby into a microwave.
I'm about to say the microwave falling and the baby, and he could have got a blanket for the baby. Why microwave? There's so many things wrong with that movie.
Wait, and how the hell did he heat a burrito in the middle of that shit falling?
Remember he was
low on energy.
Things that he did that other Flashes didn't do. Like Grant Gustin, he did some funny stuff with like his eating habits. Like they had to give him a pill to like help his like appetite because he could eat like so much. And they did little fixes like that, but he did have certain funny scenes and stuff like the fact that he could get drunk really super easily.
And why couldn't they? Why couldn't they just have Grant Gustin play the Flash in the DCU?
I mean, the fact that
Everybody
they
would be fine with that. He was great. I love
the fact
Grant
they stay with
Gustin.
Ezra Miller is what really screwed that movie over to begin with.
Absolutely.
And he was over on my birthday. Fucking Libras, yo. We just running around messing things up.
Yeah, he's super crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
having automatic weapons like out around children, and smoking bud and doing blow right around them.
Yeah.
All
That's
kinds
what. Listen, that's what happens when you give somebody who has psych issues money.
Mhm.
I was about to say he was damaged by Hollywood. He's one of those cases, and he definitely needs help. But yeah, we have to. It's us making people famous. We keep doing it. So I mean, not me personally, but we
Well,
did.
I haven't heard. I haven't heard much from him since that.
If you want to hear from Ezra Miller, you look him up. He's all over the internet, but you don't find him unless you look for him.
Good.
Yeah, I think after the disaster of the Flash, I think Hollywood gave up on him a bit. I haven't seen him in any projects. I don't want to see him in any project. I actually found him to be like a blemish on the already horrific DCEU.
Yeah.
I think that they should have cared more about getting him mental health and getting him out of the public eye than getting the movie,
Mhm.
you know, up and going. Why it says 4 people? I see 3. Is Willie here?
Oh, is that him?
He is.
Yep.
Yo,
Hey!
Yo,
what's up?
Listen, we've been
Fantastic
talking nothing
Four
but
has
shit about
come
you all
back
night.
Who's that, Ladaya?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I haven't
Right.
seen her.
I know, right?
Ladaya been disappearing on
Well,
me,
you
man.
can't
I
see
don't know.
you. You don't have a camera on.
Huh?
We still
No, I
can't
didn't.
see you.
I didn't put my makeup on yet. I got to put my makeup on.
That's cool. Turn off the volume so we don't hear snorting. Anyway,
Yeah.
No, another movie though that I think we kind of talked. We kind of talked about a bit when it came out was Fantastic Four, which
Oh,
we talked about it.
we are the Fantastic Four here, and we do each fit the fucking role of each. You're Invisible Woman, Lanaya. You be falling asleep. And,
That's not narcoleptic
yeah,
woman. That's not the same.
and Gus, you are the Thing. You are definitely stronger than all of us.
I can dig that.
Yeah, and you also have a heart of gold, much like the Thing.
I appreciate you.
Will, you're definitely Johnny Torch. You arrogant fuck you.
Flamin'.
Flaming. I gotta get my makeup on, proving my point. AKA like, fucking case evidence A.
So that would make you the Pedro Pascal of the group.
I'd go with more and not Pedro Pascal. I'd go with the more shitty
The young Gruff.
like cartoon or the movie.
Okay.
The first movie one, which he wasn't a bad Mr. Fantastic. Pedro Pascal, he didn't do too much for me.
You know what? The problem with the Eon Gruffload and that particular set, I think was number one, the writing. It wasn't completely all there. They changed a few things which just didn't make sense to me. And I think it's also the timing. I mean, you look at movies that were done like 10 years ago and they don't hold up as well as they did back then. I mean, look at the special effects, for example, when Mr. Fantastic's hand went underneath the door to get that to the door handle to get to bed. That was just, it looks so horrible. But you look at some of the stuff they did now, closer to like the last 5 years, and you could see Mr. Fantastic, his hand is stretched out, or when he turns into spaghetti in that Doctor Strange film. You know what I mean? So it's like if that movie, if that original Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba and
Stuff.
you know,
You just
if
can't
it was
give
done today, updated graphics, better storytelling, you never know. That might
I
have been
mean,
the Fantastic Four that's featured in today's MCU.
if you had a new director, a new script, and different actors and actresses, yes.
Uh-huh. And that's the thing is like I kind of feel like it's gonna like end up happening at some point. Like I question a lot with like what they're supposed to be doing with the whole reboot and soft reboot stuff. Just because like
Excuse me, sorry.
it's you get 68 speaking parts and characters. That's what they're predicting or have scheduled or have leaked to be in that movie. And most of them were filming by themselves or maybe in groups of 2 or 3 because of scheduling, and they were filming in green screens, doing half improvisation because they really didn't have a script. And then when they finally did get a script, they brought everybody back for 6 months of fucking reshoots.
I mean, listen. First off, listen. Marvel, for the most part, when it comes to their films, have been on point. Yes, they do have a couple blemishes here and there. They have a couple of missteps. Can we say Eternals?
What decade are we talking about? Because they have a
But
lot more to fuck up.
Love and Thunder.
I'm talking about the
Same with
MCU. I'm not
Marvel.
talking about anything
Marvel.
pre-MCU. I'm not talking about, even though the Blade films they were great. Even I'm gonna go out on a limb. I did enjoy Trinity, even though a lot of people like, no, that movie's horrible. He turns it, Blade turns into a comedian.
Oh,
So the
I
fuck
love it.
what?
I
Exactly.
love those movies. Good for what they are and of that time. Like those movies are fucking great.
Exactly.
And Blade Trinity is shitty in a fun way. Like I would gladly watch that movie with Mystery Science Theater 3000 riff tracks with it. I would
It's
gladly
not that
watch that
bad.
movie with
It's
some
not.
riff
Don't do it like that. You don't gotta do it like that.
Hey, you want to watch the Harry Potter series again? Download the riff tracks of the Harry Potter series. It makes it fucking 100 times better. I
But
have that
honestly-
on download. I will go through binges to where that's what I will watch for like a straight week.
But honestly, the
It's like usually
MCU
once a year.
has been. But honestly, the MCU has been on point with most of their movies. Again,
I mean-
they have had some hiccups. They've had some setbacks, yes.
Like
But
every Thor
for the
movie.
most part, they've delivered a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry?
every Thor movie sucked though. We have to like.
No,
like
not every
Ragnarok.
Thor movie sucked.
I like the
I-
first.
I'll
I
agree.
like-
Listen,
I like
I'll
Thor
agree.
and Ragnarok. The
Mm.
first Thor movie.
Listen, I'll agree that the first Thor, the first Thor is probably the weakest.
First Thor is one
Listen,
of
the
the best.
first Thor was definitely the weakest.
So what the? What do you call Love
I-
and Thunder then?
I
No,
don't like
Love and Thunder, I had a blast with. I had a blast with Love and Thunder, but that's just me.
I don't like it
It's just you.
personally. But
No, and that's fine.
I didn't
That's
didn't
fine.
like the second Thor movie either. He'll probably he might be like Star Trek, to where the odds and even movies,
Mm.
the odd movies are the good ones, the even movies aren't.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
Taika
people are going to
Waititi
find a
said that half of that movie of Love and Thunder that they were improvising like on the fucking like half the time. Like they did that too in Ragnarok, but they had more of a script going
Well,
into
listen, I think the thing that I hated most about Love and Thunder, because I thought it was a good film, the problem that I had with it, and mind you, I have not read the comic, but they wasted Gore the God Butcher. Like,
Yeah.
All right. First off, he
Absolutely.
looked nothing like the comic book version. He looked like, honestly, he looked like what they did with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Okay, that's the way he looked to me. Now, the other thing that
Shout
pissed
out
me
to
off
Arnold.
is that this is supposed to be this menacing, this menacing, powerful being that's taking down gods, but they never actually show him taking down gods. You just see
Well,
maybe the aftermath.
Yeah. Like I thought they had kind of set up like even in the previews, you're thinking just like it's similar to how he had done in the comics, where he raided the god, the little god thing that Thor went into there, where it had all the gods. In the comics, he comes in and he kills about half of them, and half of them get away.
yeah, it's not always
And
how it happens,
right
though.
there, it's like I was like sitting there watching that movie, and I'm like, and he should be showing up any second now, right? This is a perfect opportunity for the villain to strike, right?
Yup.
They're all in one place, right? Pretty easy, right? No. And it's
Yep.
easy
And
for
they just
Hercules that we'll never get.
listen, all they used that moment for was to show off Liam, what is it? Chris Hemsworth's butt cheeks. That's the only thing they used that scene for.
Don't remind me. So not worth it.
Lanaya hating on the glutes.
Or lack
Oh,
thereof.
which I don't know. He apparently has campaigned and slated to play Hulk Hogan for the last like couple years. That he wants to play Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan.
but then didn't the studio drop that whole thing because of the racist shit that came out at the end of his life?
People will try to bank on Hogan no matter what.
Mm.
Yeah. But I think that would be hilarious anyways. But with Doomsday, I don't know. I don't have much faith in the way that they had to pivot hard. I think a big thing that they do have coming before it that'll definitely change my tune, and it's right up my alley, is Vision Quest. That's the last thing that's supposed to come out here in September or October, I think. And Vision is like my favorite Marvel character, one of them. And I've liked what they've done with him in the MCU.
Yeah.
Fucking, oh God, I'm forgetting the name of the actor.
Paul Bethany?
Paul Bethany, yes. I first fell in love with him and his acting in A Knight's Tale.
Okay. Yes, he played the Squire.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Oh my God. What a rock star performance. And,
I think my favorite scene in that film.
That did that great mix. I love that movie.
I think my favorite scene in that movie is when he gives Heath Ledger the message from the princess, and he ends up kissing him, and Heath is like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, shout out to that was a Bobby B role. Robert Baratheon was also in that movie. Loved him, and then dude that is in everything. Redhead Man plays an alien. He was in Firefly. Fucking forget his name too. But he's fantastic as well. That movie is fantastic, and it's probably like in my like one of my favorite movies that if it just happens to be on TV, I'm totally.
Oh, he put his makeup on.
Got the makeup on.
Yeah.
Looking fabulous.
What's the
Johnny
word?
Torch flaming. You flaming, Johnny Torch?
Yeah.
Word.
But we were just talking about we were talking about Doomsday. I have my apprehensions. I think they're playing too many cooks.
Well, the
Which
thing
is
is, bro,
really
you gotta think about it. No, you gotta think about it. This is a collection of movies that have come together for this one point. So you're gonna have a huge pot of characters. You have, they're introducing the X-Men. The Fantastic Four coming in from a separate universe. You have everybody that's led up the new Avengers. You have like these new characters coming in. So it's gonna be it's gonna be like like the Avengers Infinity War Endgame saga. You have to have this big. The fact is, you have Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom, which I'm all for. Although in my dream casting, it was going to be Mads Mikkelsen. But I'm okay with Robert Downey Jr. You know what I mean?
I would have wanted what's his name from Peaky Blinders, Oppenheimer. I'll look him up. I had to grab my phone because I keep on forgetting names.
He was in 28 Days Later. I know who you're talking about. Forgot his name too.
Yeah,
But I know I came late. I was listening. I don't think Doomsday's gonna be that good.
Blake Riddler and
I don't either. I don't think Doomsday's gonna be that good.
I don't
either.
think Doomsday gonna be that good. I think
not Riddler, Scarecrow.
I think Brand New
Oh, I
Day
know
is
who you're
gonna be
talking
better
about.
than Doomsday.
I know who you're talking about. I
think
can't think of his name.
Oh, let's research his name. Hold on.
Who?
He was also in A Quiet Place Part 2?
I really can't remember his name.
Cillian Murphy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Was he in A Quiet Place Part 2?
yeah,
Yes,
Callan
he was.
Murphy. Yeah. He should have been Dr. Doom, Callan Murphy.
Yeah. He would have been great because he can do accents really well. I mean, all the British actors do because they get taught that shit.
Yeah. But I
unless
don't.
unless you're Benedict Cumberbatch. Benedict Cumberbatch has about the shittiest American accent possible.
Leave Crinkle Snatch alone.
Yeah, I like I said, I think Doomsday is going to be better than. I think Brand New Day is going to be better than Doomsday. That's just my opinion.
Well, I think it's two really different movies.
What's too difficult?
He said different.
They're different. They're two really different movies. If anything, you got to compare this to Endgame or Infinity War because they're running the same play again. How's it going to compare to that?
But supposedly Doomsday is right after the remaking of Endgame, so it's a continuation. But I think that they're like rushing this. It's not a coincidence that they went back and forth to get it right. They had to go back and forth to get it right. Where Brand New Day, boom, that's it. That's it. People fail to realize Spider-Man is the most popular Marvel character ever. People forget that. It's not Iron Man. It's not Iron Man. It's not, it's not Wolverine. It's none of the Avengers. It's Spider-Man. None of the Avengers is Spider-Man.
11th movie.
Brand
New Day is the 11th Spider-Man.
Exactly.
11.
Wait,
exactly.
11? Oh, no. Hold on. It's not the 11th. Listen, Spider-Man has been in 11 movies. It's not that there have been 11 Spider-Man movies.
If you include Spider-Verse.
Hold on. We have the 3 with Toby, the 2 with Andrew Garfield. That's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you have 4 with. So yeah, okay. Not including the Spider-Verse films that are animated. Yeah, you have
9.
You have 9, yeah.
Yeah, you have had 9 live action ones, which
and that's not including his appearances.
That makes it that Toby and Tom Holland have been in the same amount. They've both been in 4, and Andrew Garfield has been in 3. Because they all shared one movie together.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know what people fail to realize.
Quick little critique of that Spider-Man movie is when Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man hops out the fucking portal, and the blatant pause for the audience to applaud is there. Go watch that movie again and watch when he comes out of the fucking portal. You'll see it's like a solid 15 seconds to where no one is talking and they're looking at each other, and it's totally made for the fucking applause.
I have a question. Why isn't Civil War considered a Avengers movie?
Is
That's
it?
like
It technically is. I mean, really,
It technically is, but it's considered a Captain America movie.
5.
it's honestly what it is Avengers 2.5.
Yeah.
But it's Captain America. If in terms of Marvel movies, and I'm gonna continue to say this. I'm gonna continue to say this, right? The greatest Marvel movie ever made is Blade. That's the greatest because you got different distributors, right? The greatest Disney Marvel movie ever, in my eyes, and until I'm breathing, until I see something, is Winter Soldier. That's it. Hands down. In terms of standalone, it's Winter Soldier, right?
Winter Soldier is
Winter in terms of standalone, Winter Soldier is the greatest Disney Marvel movie ever.
You can take away the minor superhero aspects of that movie, and it still works.
So if we talking group movies like Avengers, then we have to put Endgame as the greatest movie ever. It's different. It's different Marvel movies. To me, overall, I'm gonna say Blade hands down. Blade is the mother of this whole shit. Remember, Blade saved Marvel. That's going to continue to be the top movie in my opinion.
That's because
that's the greatest Marvel movie ever is Blade. That's it.
I think the other thing is with Blade in particular, Blade was something that had not been done before.
Right.
First off, you had the thing of the popularity of the vampire scene, and then you had a black hero. Okay, something that if you look at through the history of most vampire type movies, most of the people that were the lead heroes were white people, right? You had a black hero doing martial arts, doing some of the coolest shit in a vampire movie. Had never been done. It was groundbreaking for its time. It was like the best parts of the Matrix meets, Shaft meets Kung Fu Theater meets Dracula. That was a combination that was incredible.
We had two really significant black movies or vampires. We had Vampire in Brooklyn and we had Blackula.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
They were very significant black vampires. They're amazing movies too.
Okay, I'll give them their flowers, but as far as modern pop cultures, Blade is what set the tone for the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Blade is what set the bar for superhero films.
Dropping the ball on Mahershala Ali. Shame on them for dropping the ball on Mahershala Ali. You got an Academy Award-winning actor wanting to play Blade. You got 30 plus years worth of fucking comics, cartoons, 3 movies, and a shitty TV show. You couldn't write anything?
They couldn't get a director. They couldn't get a script. They had Blade, but did they have everybody else? It wasn't made to work.
I did hear his one creative thing that he kind of wanted that wasn't working for everybody is that he did want it to stand alone as a movie and not really like tie into the overall MCU. He kind of wanted it to be his fucking thing,
which nobody else wanted.
And it's like. And it's like, come on, dude. Do you not know what sandbox you're playing in? Like,
obviously not.
Yeah, this is to play
Yeah.
with everybody's sandbox, you know. And so
I think what
that's
he might have been afraid of. I think what he might have been afraid of is that with so much going on with the MCU, his character would have been lost in the mix.
Yeah.
I think that's what
in his
he
own
was
movie.
afraid of.
Yeah, yeah,
But he didn't have a script ready, so you can't even say that. He just like
yeah.
if he was ready to go, you could say that, but he was just
Well,
not prepared for
they
it.
went through like 3 different scripts and 4 different directors, I think.
Yeah.
Trying
That's what I'm
to get it right. Like they've been working on this for like the last 3 years. It was
Like,
3
But
years.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's what Marvel messed up at. The director was right in front of their faces. The director was right in front of their faces. They should have just gave it to Ryan Coogler and called it a day. That's all they had to do. It was right in their face. You know,
Apparently-
it was right in their face.
Apparently, he was too busy to even consider.
That, or you know who they could have gotten, which I think would have been an amazing pick. And the only reason I'm saying this is because number one, I hated when he did comedy. I couldn't stand him, but his horror flicks were fucking amazing, and I can't think of his name. But the director that gave us Us.
You talking about Jordan Peele?
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think he could have pulled it off, bro. I think listen, the way that he is delivered. Listen, the way he delivers.
You know what? Yeah.
All the movies he's put out, I really enjoy.
I do too, but I don't think he would have wanted to do that.
I enjoyed Key and Peele's.
Oh, I'm not saying that he would have wanted to. I think his
watching
take
the
on
show
Blade
whole.
would have been amazing, though.
He can only be good if you want to do it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But I think they should have hired Ryan Coogler. That's just my personal opinion.
Without a doubt.
But
Without a doubt.
with Ryan Coogler, I think he's more of a perfectionist because every movie he put out has been box office like fire. He never was behind like a terrible movie. So if you give him Blade, that's going to take him some time. That's going to take him some time because Disney is going to give him the money. Hey, yo, listen, here's 30, here's 40 million. Let's go. Let's get it done. So
Yeah, and I think
100 million. Excuse me.
It's probably a matter of money talks and then also like creative freedom. That
and again,
how far will they let him actually go?
So if you ask me, right, they underpaid. That was like the greatest bargain ever for Black Panther. The great Chadwick Boseman, you know how much he was paid to play Black Panther? $1 million. Yeah. That's it. That was a steal. That was a steal. God rest his soul. If he was still living, he would have been in this new Avengers movie. Off the rip, negotiations started at $20 million right there. They got it.
Speaking out for Chadwick Boseman, one of the things that they didn't do, he specifically had it out that he was like, please recast Black Panther. Please recast him as as my character, because his character is too important to the comics. Because once he picked up the character, he started reading all the comics and shit.
Right.
And Black Panther is arguably like he's top 5, one of the most important regular Earthbound Marvel characters, especially in the comics.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Black Panther, first off, the impact he's had on society, the character. I mean, this was a character that during the time that he was created, let's face it, Black people were not looked upon as human beings in this community. They were, they were discriminated against, they were abused, they faced so many trials and tribulation that to have a hero depicted in the way that Black Panther is. First off, he comes from royal lineage. He runs a country. He's the commander in chief of this advanced society that, let's face it, according to white America, Africans were all living in tribes in the jungle somewhere, right? And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little edgy with these comments, but um, as I was saying, Black Panther depicted the black community in such a positive way that
Yeah.
you could not, you could not have the Marvel universe depict them in any other way than the way that Chadwick Boseman and Coogler decided to take that character in that direction. It was just the right chemistry, the right components, the right ingredients, the right timing. That film was utter perfection. I can't find anything wrong with that film. Chadwick's performance was chef's kiss.
I'd probably put that in that movie in my top 5 of Marvel movies. Too.
Definitely.
It's obscenely good, and it's also made the careers of just about everybody that was in that first movie too. Like they all got great work and stuff continuing afterwards. Um, who's the big one that he's king up that he's the king up in the mountain there?
David
Winston
Duke. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh man, he's a gem. I just like that guy. I like that guy. I like his character a lot. He's a fucking gem.
And I love the way that they took his character M'Baku and they stripped down the stereotypes. Because if you look at the comics, he was a stereotypical African guy wearing a monkey suit.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate to say that, but if you look at the costumes, he was wearing like an ape suit. That was his power. I don't know what his powers were actually, but he was an ape suit.
I think he eventually becomes like an 8-man kind of thing. I think that's one of the stories.
Yeah, but if you look at the way they depicted him on screen, he had aspects of it, but it wasn't detrimental to his character. It wasn't shown in a way that was so
Big
offensive.
Man from the fucking
It wasn't
mountain.
offensive.
Like that's what he was, and he kicked ass, and he was very intimidating. That's what the fuck he was. Like right when he came on, and just started talking, I was just like, I am down with this guy.
Well,
I like him.
Black Panther. That was a great movie. That movie, hands down. Like if you had to be there opening night to witness it. Like it was lines on top of lines on top of lines just to get into the theater, man. That movie was epic, man. It was epic. The build-up was amazing, man. But I don't. The build-up was amazing, man. But is it the same build-up for Doomsday? Probably, right? Well, we ain't gonna know. We don't have a time machine to go in the future to see this. But I just don't. I don't see the like excitement build up to Doomsday. I saw the excitement build up to to Infinity War. I think every Marvel movie used to stay back. Oh shit, Thanos. Oh, what Thanos is gonna do now? Oh shit, they're going Thor. Oh, they found his hammer. It's just a build up that made it exciting. There's no build up with this Doomsday movie. Okay, you go to Fantastic Four. Okay, well they showed the new Avengers. Oh, okay, that movie was okay, right? It was mediocre at best, right? Ain't give no build up. We seen Fantastic Four. Doctor Doom comes at the end. Okay, what? I'm not really excited for that, But the earlier MCU movies, I was excited. Oh man, we gotta go to the movie theater. You have to stay on Wikipedia, have to stay on social media. Because something crazy at the end is going to happen, but there's no build up to this Doomsday movie. There's no build up.
The most important movie in all the MCU is Avengers: Age of Ultron. It's that movie set up the template for the next fucking 12 movies to follow.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the single most important canonically because you get all the characters. It's actually the most Avengers movie. And the fact that you have them all working together and including new people, and then they end up paying off the silver. Oh gosh, what is this?
Ultron, Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. They end up paying off his character death and everything in WandaVision, which WandaVision is fucking fantastic. I think that's like the best MCU show they've made.
Yeah, hands down. That's the greatest one ever.
I think the other thing we have to take into consideration.
It's a cinematic.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing we have to take into consideration is that with the first set of films, all the way from the first Iron Man all the way to Endgame, right? We were familiar with these characters. We grew with these characters. We understood these characters. We fell in love with these characters, right? You saw all the action. You saw all the drama. You saw all the storylines. You saw everything go place. But then once Endgame hit, Marvel started introducing new characters, rarer characters, characters that were not really familiar to the general public unless you were into comics. And I think that's the other thing that we have to take into consideration is that people started bitching and moaning and complaining that why is this character? I don't know this character.
I haven't watched Agatha all along, but I've heard it's pretty good. Like I haven't watched it.
But they were bitching and moaning and complaining about direction when what Marvel was doing was introducing these characters so that when they come up to a film like Doomsday, okay, you're familiar with Miss Marvel, you're familiar with America Chavez, you're familiar with Wicked, but you needed a chance to let that grow. And the other thing I think is that they didn't have continuity with their shows.
No.
It's like what they did with Netflix.
Which
one or two seasons, and you
I
cancel.
didn't care about the Marvel's movie.
No, I don't. I don't think the shows was really supposed to connect like that.
They were
really supposed to connect.
They were
though. In the beginning, they all connected, and they were
They
trying
were
to
all
do a
supposed
second
to
phase.
lead up
But
to
then,
Kang, and then
But no, what I'm saying, WandaVision did not connect to Hawkeye.
WandaVision connected.
Hold up. Them shows, right, was like the next phase of their lives after Endgame. You know, but outside the Endgame, they wasn't relating. I think when WandaVision messed up at, right? To me, the sequel was what was that? Miss Marvel. That was the sequel to that. That was terrible.
No,
that movie was garbage.
Agatha All Along is the sequel to WandaVision. Miss Marvel.
No, but in terms of the movie, yes, and Miss Marvel was technically a sequel. No, Miss Marvel came out before that.
The Doctor
Miss Marvel was garbage.
Multiverse of Madness.
You're talking about the Captain Marvel movie, the Miss Marvel show. That's supposed to slightly tie
No.
in.
What I'm saying, Flash. Hold up. What I'm saying, Monica Rambeau wasn't WandaVision. Is I'm right?
And she
also
so let me finish. She was in Miss Marvel, so technically that was a sequel to that.
She wasn't.
But
it was a sequel. It was somewhat of a sequel that branched off.
I don't think it was a sequel so much as it was like a side story, like a side quest.
Yeah.
It was kind of like you know how Marvel after the events of the first Avengers film, how they had these little films where they were locating like the weapons from the Chitauri and all these other little objects.
Right.
It's kind of like that. So
it
was, to me, what you're talking about, that particular story with Monica Rambeau, I think that was like a side story.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It was somewhat like a side story sequel. That's what I'm saying. We didn't know nothing about Monica Rambeau, the daughter, until we saw. If you saw Miss Marvel, yes, but in terms of like her main character, WandaVision led to that.
Yeah, and it also led to Agatha All Along.
And she was in the multiverse.
No, that show was garbage. Listen, I would tell you straight up. Listen,
Ms. Marvel also
but
ties into Hawkeye. Hawkeye also.
Hawkeye was
ties-
decent. Hawkeye was good. Hawkeye was good. But
Hawkeye also tears into Daredevil, and that also ties into that blind girl show. What was her name? Echo.
Echo was good. Echo was good. Yeah, Echo was good.
I had
But see, Echo relates to Daredevil.
Yeah.
She relates to Daredevil. You know, so
Not in
some of
any
them
of the
relate, but
Daredevil.
not all. But
Not a character.
I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, they said Moon Knight was the best one. I don't think it is. I got lost. I don't understand Moon Knight whatsoever. Like I could watch it a ton of times. I still don't understand that show. I don't
You have
understand
to
it.
know the character.
Moon Knight came at a wrong time,
Exactly.
and they relied way too heavily on the fact that they weren't showing any action. Which, if you know the actual character of Moon Knight, he's like he's one of the single best hand-to-hand fighters in all of Marvel, and he's like ridiculously good at it to the point that his multiple personalities each have their own fighting style.
Yeah, but their own fighting style.
And I wanted to bring this up, but if we're talking like Marvel, right? Again, this MCU Disney thing, right? To me, one of the most important characters is really Ant-Man. I don't think they was giving them the same push as they was doing Iron Man, Thor. You have to, exactly.
Ant-Man movies suck.
You have to put Ant-Man 1 and 2 was good, but you have, in my personal opinion, you got to put Ant-Man up there with like Iron Man in terms of the story of the MCU. You got to. They put him like a second, third category. If you talk about Endgame, right? Hold up. If you talk about Endgame, technically Ant-Man was the most important character. He was the most important one.
And how did he come back? Because a rat stepped on a fucking controller.
Hold up. You're not even making no sense.
Ant-Man would have never came back. They would have never fixed that.
It's true. It's true.
Shout out to Master Splinter.
You proving my point, though. You proving my point because then Ant-Man introduced him to the quantum realm.
I was denying your point.
No, but here's the thing. Listen, here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Ant-Man was one of the most important characters, like top 5. They didn't treat him like that.
But here's the thing.
You can talk. I made my point. Go ahead.
No. I listen. I agree with you to an extent. I agree.
The old version, the actual version that helped make Ultron. Like they didn't have the one that fucking what's his name played. Old man.
Hank Pym.
I'm sorry, Lash. Hold on. Didn't Howard Stark work with Dr. Penn?
Yeah.
Okay, I hear crickets though, right? So wait a minute, wasn't Dr. Penn the original Ant-Man?
Yeah, he was.
Thank you. Go ahead. Thank you. Go ahead. You proved my point. Go ahead. You proved my point. Thank you.
We're not agreeing with you.
Yeah, what talking about?
Listen, you don't have to agree with me. I said a fact. I saved the fact. I gave a fact, and that's the truth. They should have marketed Ant-Man a lot better. And you know this. If Ant-Man is really about the history of this whole thing, Dr. Penn was the original Ant-Man that worked with Howard Stark.
Yeah.
All right. So how is Ant-Man not important?
But here's the thing: what you're missing out on.
Stop yelling at us.
What you're missing,
yo, man, come on.
what you're missing out on.
All right, go ahead.
What you're missing out on. You're right. The original Hank Pym, totally important to the MCU. I mean, to the Marvel universe in general. Hank Pym. Okay.
Not this one.
But Scott Lang.
No, go ahead.
Lang is the one that's featured in the MCU.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. You're absolutely right. Hank Pym deserves a lot of credit in the Marvel universe. He created Ultron. He created a lot of different stuff.
Thank you. That's all I was trying to say.
Hold on.
Right.
That's all I was trying to say. But hold up. If you're saying that, right? What you're trying to say, then Professor X is not important. Then if you're going by that.
No, what I'm getting at is what I'm getting at.
About what
What
you're
I'm
saying.
getting at.
I'm wrong about what you're saying.
What I'm getting at
Bill, nobody
is
saying
that
nothing
in
was
the
done as
films,
Hey,
in the
Lash, I'm not
films,
talking to you, buddy. I'll deal with you later.
well, in
Let's
the
just talk, man.
films, we don't get to see the history of what Hank Pym did.
And Hank
We
Pym
get
did
we
kill
get
Ultron
little
in the film.
glimpses here and there of him explaining what happened to Wasp on that giant missile. We get
Right.
that, but we don't get too much of what he actually did. We get more Scott Lang, who was more of a comedic character. He had his moments. Yes, he was important. He Master Splinter released him from the quantum realm. He went and talked to the Avengers. You know what I mean? So yeah, he is important, but he is not like on the level of Hank Pym.
Oh no, he's not. I
In
didn't
the
say that.
MCU, Ultron was created by Bruce Banner and Tony Stark, so he's not even relevant in the MCU.
Yeah.
Scott Lang is not relevant in the MCU.
No.
I'm saying, who created Ultron in MCU? That was Bruce Banner and Tony Stark in MCU. So he wouldn't be relevant within that part
And Marvel
that you brought up.
in the comics.
In the comics, it's different.
Hank Pym creates Ultron.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not in the
Himself.
MCU.
But we always have this argument every few months, right? The comics.
Dude, that's the
Oh my God, Ladaya, please. So you always cutting me off. I don't understand what's wrong with you.
Dude,
Like seriously.
Dude,
What?
you are the one making this an argument.
No, I'm
You are
not.
the
No, I'm
only
not.
one
No, I'm
yelling.
not. You cutting me off. I'm not making this an argument. I'm giving facts.
Listen,
That's all
Will
I
is
said.
not
What I was
yelling.
about to say. What I was
Will is
about
not
to
yelling.
say,
Will is
lads.
passionate.
Whoa, hold up. What I
Will
was
is
about to
passionate.
say. Well, I was about to say, Lash, the comic books really doesn't go with the movies. That's all I was trying to say. You attacked me. I don't understand this. I don't understand this, man. I don't
Well,
understand
I've
this.
literally been
Well,
saying
I
I'm not
understand.
I was just saying. Oh, hold up.
Will, I understand you, brother. I know you're being passionate about it. You're not yelling. You're passionate. It's like when you tell a Hispanic, "Yo, stop screaming." They're not screaming. They're Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
You can't jump from the MCU to the comics and think everybody else is crazy. We ain't doing that. Nope. I'm passionate about my Marvel.
Will, at no point in time was anybody denying the importance of Ant-Man and Hank Pym.
Except
No
the
one was-
MCU.
I just said they wasn't marketing him right. That's all I said.
And I said he
That's all I
wasn't
said.
necessary because
They
he
wasn't
wasn't-
marketing him right. That's all I said.
You
That's
stop.
all I said. And I got attacked by all you three. I don't understand.
I was agreeing with you, Will. I was
We
agreeing
were
with you.
all
The thing
agreeing
is,
with you.
We were all agreeing,
Listen.
except for the fact I brought up MCU. Everybody else agreed, and he's attacked. He's
well,
upset.
listen. The
Go
thing
fix your
is,
makeup.
listen. The thing is, Ant-Man was more. It was more advertised as like a family event,
I agree.
like a comedic type film. It wasn't on the serious level of a Captain America, an Iron Man, a Batman. Where it was like it was action, it was gritty, it was violent. This
wasn't
also
Hank
had a
Pym.
family element. Ant-Man also had a
Yeah, they
family
were
element.
family comedic movies.
He wasn't
So-
Hank Pym. He wasn't a
So
genius. No.
maybe that's why like it wasn't advertised right, as you put it, or however you put it.
Right.
But-
That's all I was trying to say.
Like,
But-
also keep in mind Scott Lang's like entire character is based off of the fact that he's a thief.
Yeah.
And is a really bad thief and continuously gets caught. And everything that we've ever seen him do in every single movie is fuck up robbing somebody.
And he didn't. He didn't build it.
That is his entire character arc.
Bless you.
And him and a rat. Him and a fucking rat stepping on a fucking panel. That rat is the single most important MacGuffin in MCU history. Thank you, Master Splinter.
I'm just waiting for like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to like make a pop appearance in the MCU somewhere. Like, oops, wrong movie.
Daredevil.
They're owned by Paramount.
I know, but that would be where they, because even the creator of Teenage Mutant
The
Ninja
Turtles?
Turtles,
Have you guys seen the new Avatar movie and live action shows?
the three.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't watched.
Oh,
The live
Airbender?
action shows are fucking great.
Okay.
Well,
They're really
listen,
good.
anything is better than the M Night Shyamalan bullshit that we got years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
that's the he shall who shall not be named while we are speaking.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
And that movie right now, when I'm talking about this great movie that they had just came out with, and then the live action series. The Avatar cartoon movie that they just came out with has Dave Bautista playing an airbender that's been locked away, and it's really good, simple enough plot, and the action in it is probably some of the most incredible animation I've seen in a long time. It's definitely A+ grade Avatar. Like, you get a short, great story, good movie, great pacing, great voice acting, great plot. And then the live action shows. They are on 2 seasons, 2 or 3 seasons, 2 seasons right now, I think. They're fantastic too, because they do kind of take pick and choose from the show, from the animation show, like what parts of that story they tell, but then they also do stuff to where you actually see Aang a lot more with the airbenders and a lot more interactions with and what happened with them, and the action in it is, and the VFX are fucking superb. It's really cool. I'm a big Avatar fan. Legend of Korra, Last Airbender, movies. I'm all about it. And live action.
The Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Fucking,
That's
I
a
love that.
classic. You know, I didn't get into that show until after it did its run on Nickelodeon. I regret not being able to watch that run, but I mean, looking at it, for me, the reason I fell in love with that series is because it took me back to my childhood. And you guys might be a bit young for this, but when I was a kid on Saturday mornings, they would have kung fu theaters right after they used Saturday morning cartoons.
Uh-huh.
And it was like they would show, like, you know, the Golden Armor Ninja and the 5 Deadly Venoms, and it was like this beautiful marriage of kung fu theater, but bringing it into a modern age.
Yeah. That's one of the great aspects that I've loved about that whole series and saga, and also shout out, that's another quintessential Mark Hamill role as Fire Lord Ozai. Fucking
Oh, yeah.
killed it as Fire Lord Ozai, much like how he did the Joker, much like how he did Luke Skywalker, except for that one movie that we won't really talk about. Which he did fine in that too. He just did what he was getting. But yeah, Avatar's great. So I have been watching that. That's something that I recently watched. And Strange New Worlds. I've enjoyed this season. It's been kind of silly, but also horrifying. Really good.
Yeah, I didn't really tap into the last season yet.
It's got like these 2 quasi funny kind of episodes in it. They do have a really good fucked up horror, like possessed haunted ship that they stumble upon.
Sounds exciting.
That puts them in some. Honestly, it's the most horrific episode of Star Trek I've seen.
Please tell me the name of the ship is not the Event Horizon.
No. I'm trying to remember the name. Let
By
me-
the way, shout out to Sam Neill. Rest in peace.
yeah, Sam Neill passing away. You might actually both of you might be along the same range. Do you remember him as Merlin?
Yes, I do.
The Merlin series was fucking fire. I
vaguely
went
remember
I went and watched that again like 2 or 3 years ago. That
Mhm.
show still holds up.
nice.
It still holds up. Like because I think they did that from like 92 to 94. Because it got like 2 series.
Yeah,
And
I remember it was it was like this in the same style of the Hercules Xena type, where they were trying
Yes.
to like
way
modernize it,
way
but
better
keep it-
graphics and stuff though, because they didn't because Merlin is especially to the one like that story that they told there was fucking clever, and Sam Neill was fucking brilliant. That was one of the things, and he's also in one of my favorite movies. It's a Taika Waititi movie, Hunt for the Wilder People.
I haven't seen that one.
It's him and the kid from the Deadpool movie, the short fat fire one.
Oh, Fire Fist, whatever his name was.
Yeah. It's those two. He plays Sam Neill plays this kid's like uncle, to where it's his wife, like kid's mom dies and he gets shipped out into the middle of nowhere, New Zealand, to be on a farm with his aunt and his uncle. Sam Neill plays the uncle that doesn't take too kindly to him because he is a fucking wreck of a kid that tries to fuck up everything. And she dies, and that kind of brings them a little close together. But then he runs off into the woods, and then Sam Neill comes after him. And then the lady who played the guard in to Jeff Goldblum in Ragnarok and Thor Ragnarok, she plays she plays a CPS officer that is hell bent on finding them. Like when they like go missing into the woods and stuff, and they're not found, like he's not accounted for, she like goes on this like full asshole duty of trying to find them. So she's a lot of the comedic part, and then they have a lot of like really good heartfelt moments because they spent like 2 months just running in the woods of New Zealand, and so it has like some of the most beautiful fucking scenery because it's fucking New Zealand. So just like it's one of the best looking movies, but it's such a great heartfelt story that's also really funny at the same time. Hunt for the Wilder People, watch it.
Well, if you want to see a good Sam Neill movie, check out Event Horizon if you haven't done so already.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
It is.
I remember it.
I just rewatched it.
Liking it, but I hadn't watched it forever.
Dude, I just rewatched it, and I remembered it because my college psychology professor, she told me that movie freaks her the fuck out, that she cannot watch that film. But it's kind of like, the best way I could describe it, it's Hellraiser meets Star Trek a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me look up that ship here. I know as certifiably in game. It does a bunch of Star Trek lore. And he has like 100 videos on all the ships and their designs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's really great Star Trek nerd shit. He's fantastic.
All right, who's getting arrested?
Yeah.
I don't even live in the ghetto anymore. I just live Tucko Road.
The ship's called the Griffin. They find it when it's Kirk, Leon, and Spock that find the ship. The ship went missing like 4 years before then, and it just pops up in the middle of this nowhere minefield. And they go on to the ship, and that ship, like, it's got like only so much power, and then they start seeing shit, and that's as much as I will give past that point, because I can't honestly, just even trying to describe how horrific some of the shit that they fucking do in that episode, like, I can't really describe it. Like, we probably get flagged.
Yes. Yes.
It is by far the most horrific episode of Star Trek that was ever made. Total mindfuck, totally brutal. No real jump scares in it at all. Just pure terror. It's fucked up. Like, I kind of question watching that episode again.
Yo, speaking of horror, have you guys seen the trailer for the new Resident Evil film?
I haven't.
I think I have.
It
in
looks quite interesting. I have no
Mila?
clue who's in it, to tell you the truth. It's a new one. So what I got from the trailer was random guy. It's not even like it's not even one of the main characters. It's not Chris Redfield. It's not Leon. It's not anybody. Regular guy. He's out on delivery, and apparently shit breaks loose. But they're playing it more of they're playing more into the horror aspect, and they're stepping away from the video game aspect of it. They're treating it like a real horror flick.
Nice.
Good.
Good, yeah.
I mean, that was part of the aesthetic, however cheesy the graphics of the earlier Resident Evil games were, the horror plots of that series, even though it gets super convoluted. Did such a fucking weird, interesting take on manufactured zombies. Like manufacturing zombie virus, super roiding, fucking putting machine guns on zombie creatures. Nemesis.
I think I was never really big into the Resident Evil series as far as video games go. I had an issue. All right, first off, let's take Resident Evil 1. I know it's groundbreaking. It was one of the, like, if you talk about PlayStation or video games in general, it is one of the cornerstone video games that if anybody talks about video games, that's a game that comes up in conversation. The thing with me though is you have a group of special tactical, like, you're talking about highly trained military PD type characters, and they lose all their equipment when they fucking crash in the chopper. Like, they have nothing but, they start you with a freaking lighter and a knife. Okay, and I get the survival horror factor of it. I get it, but I guarantee you ask a SEAL team member, you ask a Green Beret, you ask any of these tactical units, they have their shit with them.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into that. Then the other aspect is, and I guess you guys have played the games, you walk slow as fuck. And they had a button specifically set up that was called the run button. and you didn't actually run. You did a power walk.
Yep.
That annoyed the fucking daylights out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't get into those games. I couldn't get into them.
Mass Effect right now, and that's like like the run in the Legendary Edition's a lot better than what the original one was, but then you still get like parts of like the Citadel Station and stuff that you start to run, and then it's like, oh no, now it's time for speed walking.
Yeah, I haven't played the video game since Last of Us 2. So
Oh God,
I didn't. Play
I
the
haven't
last
played that one.
series.
I haven't played that one, but I'm dying to. I heard it's very sad.
I never really played like a lot of like horror games or anything like that.
That's
That was
yo.
really my thing.
That Last of Us 2 was probably, I don't know. Part 1 and part 2, I give
I know
one
how
the
they- I know
edge.
how
I
they-
give one the edge. I give one the edge. It's not by
I
that
know how they
much.
butchered the second season in comparison to the video game.
Yeah.
But then the video game and the video game makers are also kind of, weren't they just kind of like, we just wanted to make a game? Like,
Yeah.
doesn't the second kind of end like their story?
They talking about making a part 3.
Yeah, but have they been talking about that for how many years now?
But Last of Us 2 came out, what, like 6 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 5 years. I think about 6 years ago it came out. So
One of the many games of that have been held up. I sold a Kirby to one of the art promoters at Bethesda. I sold his wife Kirby, and he came home, and this was the day after they did the little teaser snippet of Elder Scrolls 6, and I fucking tricked him into and when talking to him, I was like, "That's really cool. It's going to be in High Rock," and he's like, "I know. Wait." Like he caught himself. But yeah, that's another video game that was 2018 when that game was first teased, and we got that shit Starfield instead.
Mhm.
And now they're giving us the Fallout remakes of 3 and New Vegas. But the big other news there is that apparently the new CEO lady of Xbox not only kind of cleaned house of like a lot of fucking jobs of people in a lot of divisions of places, but she pretty much came straight to Todd Howard and was like, "Hey, Fallout Online, Elder Scrolls Online, sure, you need to make a new fucking Fallout game. We have a TV series that is getting us tons of fucking praise, and we don't have a video game to back it up. So you guys got to get the same guys that made New Vegas, and you got to get as many of them as you can and make a new fucking Fallout game." So that's pretty cool that she did that. I mean, she got rid of a lot of people's fucking jobs, so that's kind of what CEO piece of shits do. But if she can actually motivate them to make a new good Fallout game, that'd be great.
Nah, Fall, BioShock, Fallout, yeah.
But you know what? Listen, going back to the Last of Us, I'm kind of glad that they're taking the time if they do decide to do another sequel to it, because there are some great games out there, but they have given us so much. Like, case in example, Assassin's Creed. It seems like every 6 months
Oh,
there was a
God.
new fucking Assassin's Creed. And don't get me wrong, the games are phenomenal. They're incredible. But there's way too much to catch up on. Or even Guitar Hero. I loved Guitar Hero, but it was like every 6 months there was a new fucking game coming out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because
Give us-
every Everybody's waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. That's like the only game everybody waiting for now. That or Madden. You a
Yeah.
sports fan.
Well,
Like I
Madden's
can understand.
27.
the only
Like the
regular
only games.
game. It's
Yeah,
one
the
of
only
the
games
only
that should be
regular
getting.
games. NBA 2K games, WWE 2K games, all the 2K yearly games are pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going out every year.
Yep. But like,
And now they're bought by Tech. I think they're technically up there, co-owned by EA. Yeah, EA I think owns 2K, and they're bought out by the Saudi princes and Jared Kushner, who bought the Lakers. He bought the Lakers.
Yeah, the MAGA Lakers.
Prepare for the worst season of basketball for the Lakers in history.
or
It's
at the
gonna
very least,
happen.
at the
Everything
very
they
least,
touch
the
turns
most
to shit.
racist.
Yeah, watch they try to add a lot of white players.
I mean, you can't though. I mean,
Which you see them whack ass fucking kids that they brought out for their fucking Hunger Games that they were trying to pull there. Not an athletic looking one a month's bunch.
I'm not making for no kids, yo. They're still growing up.
Fuck that shit. But no, the 2K games, they're always gonna come out, but it's like, yeah, everybody's waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6.
That shit never come out.
We're going on 8 years since they even teased Elder Scrolls 6.
R. Martin's gonna have a book before
Elden Ring. But like those fucking games just look depressing to me. Like, especially with how hard and difficult they sound. Like with like having to repeat and take on these obnoxious fucking bosses. Like, I don't know. Sometimes
All I can say, if I'm a Best Buy, right, or I own like a GameStop, they should have like some security detail in that store, man. Because I'm telling you that shit. It's because the last Grand Theft Auto that came out was what, 2013. So you know they're gonna go crazy, man. Best Buy's gonna be a line around the corner and back. Like that shit's gonna be crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they better have some crazy security detail, man.
What's gonna be the big thing, and that's gonna be, and this is gonna go along with Sony's fucking push towards digital, is that they are gonna probably throw out a lot of fucking offers to be like, fuck going to the store and getting a hard copy, buy it digital. We'll throw in this that you won't get if you buy a hard copy.
Now,
Right.
see, what they need to do, right? I understand that eventually there's going to be come a time where we're all going to go on digital. We're not going to have physical copies. But there are people who want the physical copies.
Yeah.
So that what I would do,
Nintendo's not
plain
backing
basic.
down on physical copies,
Listen.
and Xbox has kind of said that they won't either.
but what I would do if I was like Sony or any of the companies that are considering going fully digital, go fully digital, lower the prices on the digital. If you want to up the prices, give us a physical copy, but make it like a special edition. Like what they did, I remember I dished out for Mortal Kombat, I forget which one, but they gave me like an art book, they gave me bookends, they gave me the disc, they gave me that. It came in a huge box.
Video
like
game trading is a complete market. It's a huge market.
exactly. And
You know, the hard copy stores are still fucking there, and there's plenty of them out there that they have a big enough thing and they know how to sell their shit. You know, that they can sustain their stores and they can sustain their businesses.
I mean, look at what happened with Games. Listen, look at what happened with GameStop with the pandemic. They made a killing. They made a killing. Their stocks went through the roof.
Yeah,
And that was all
I
from
want to watch
physical.
that movie. They have a movie about that called Dumb Money or something like
Yeah,
that.
I've watched it. I've watched it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It actually, it made me cry because I was like, I could have jumped on that bandwagon and been a millionaire by now.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe.
maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if Sony was smart, because everybody's bitching and moaning and crying about it. Go digital, do your thing, lower the price because we're not getting that physical copy. Lower the price back to maybe $50, and then with the special editions, include a bunch of shit I'm sure there's collectors that would want to pay $120, $150, $200 for a box of memorabilia of shit. Bro, I remember when I think it was God
Seeing
of
the
War 3.
obnoxious prices on collector's editions for WWE games.
Yeah.
Obnoxious fucking prices. And they're still obnoxious fucking prices.
Yeah. Like I remember when God of War 3 came out, they had like a replica of the Chaos Swords. They had like a whole book. They had like a
Yeah.
whole, and it was like I think it was like $150.
Yeah, and the last one here was I think 25.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last one that they're releasing on PS4, and I don't care necessarily about upgrading to the new generation because I'd be better off spending money on getting a gaming computer
Yeah.
and getting a gaming
Yeah.
laptop because I'd be able to play a lot more games and I'd still be able to play a lot of these games that they're only quasi exclusive to the console brands. You know,
And
I think it was like 2 months after the PS5 release of Spider-Man, they released it on PC. I think they gave it like a 2-month window and then they released it on PC.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, I've never been one to be comfortable with using a keyboard as a controller. They actually make, for those of you who don't know, they actually make controllers based on the PS3 or the Xbox that works with your PC.
Yeah, they link up. Bluetooth link up has been around. I use my PS4 controller for my Samsung TV to play the Xbox and then Amazon Prime. They just have like a base video game service with that, and they have the Fallout games on there, including New Vegas and Deluxe Edition, and Game of the Year Edition there. So
How was that Amazon system for video games? Is it pretty good?
Well, I have it through my TV, my Samsung TV. I have the service. It runs good as long as your internet runs good.
I may have to try that.
You gotta kind of like, I guess, browse their library and stuff like that. Like what are you playing off of?
Leisure Suit Larry.
What are you like? Are you just playing off of your TV?
Yeah, playing off the TV. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it have like a connect where like it connects to gaming just itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Try it out. If you already have an Amazon Prime membership, it comes right with it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try that.
And I highly, and without paying it, just having the base there, you can play the Fallout games, and I highly recommend New Vegas.
All right, cool.
That's my favorite fucking game.
All right, so here's the question. We're talking about games and whatnot. What obscure game that people didn't get a chance to play or a lot of people didn't know about would you guys recommend? Doesn't matter the genre, doesn't matter this kind of game. There was a game that sticks out of your mind that not everybody like knew about, but you fell in love with.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go real old school. 10 Shoes Silk Assassins.
I fucking love you for that, bro.
Yeah, that game was, and the craziest thing, my mother put me onto that game. She was like, "Yo, Willie, I got you something," and I was like, "Nah." Put that game on. That was it, bro. That was it. I put my cousin onto that game. He was like, "What's this?" I was like, "Yo." Ever since then, he been hooked onto that game, man.
Mm-hmm.
That in Castlevania, people fell asleep on Castlevania, bro. Castlevania is slept on easily.
See, I was an N64 guy around the PlayStation one time, so like I had limited place. Like the game I ended up playing the most because like one of my mom's friends, this guy Frank, he had a PlayStation 1. We played Twisted Metal a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which apparently the series is pretty good. I have watched I watched like the first half of the first season, and then I don't know why I didn't pick it back up.
It is very good.
Yeah, heard everybody's really good. Like it's got its funny stuff, but that it's pretty serious as well.
What about you,
And
Lanaya?
Mackie. He's just a great guy.
What about
Um,
me?
What game would you recommend that you fell in love with, but not? It's like one of those slept on games that nobody knows about.
Parasite Eve.
Okay.
I still haven't beaten that game. I will one day. But
Parasite Eve.
I have faith in
Yeah,
you.
that's another PlayStation 1 game.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it kicked my
Um,
ass.
This is a PlayStation 2 callback. The original Red Dead Revolver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Red Dead Revolver. That game, me and my neighbor's boyfriend, he was like home because he had hernia surgery for like 2 weeks. He was staying there for like 2 weeks. Me and him just got stoned and played that game.
Nice.
Fond memories.
So I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring here. There was a game on the PS3. It was so obscure, and when I first looked at the cover, I wasn't really interested. It was like one of those like overly girly anime like covers. But when I actually played the demo, I was like, I need to get this game. It's called Catherine. So Catherine is a puzzle game that plays like a Nightmare on Elm Street, and you have to figure out. There's like a bunch of murders going on, and your character has to
Kinda
figure
anime?
out. Huh?
Is it like anime? Like
Yeah,
design?
it's like anime. You're the main character
Making sure I
is
have the right
in
one.
he's in boxer shorts, has a pair of horns, and he has a pillow as a weapon. So you literally have to figure out puzzles, and if you die in your dream, you die in the game, or you die in their real life. It was so obscure and so weird, but it was so fun to play.
Yeah. I've been just playing Mass Effect, which I didn't realize until I started playing this again yesterday. The first Mass Effect came out in 2007.
Mm.
It came out on the fucking PlayStation 3. And I think there should be a bit of a case study because I'm playing Renegade Shepard. I'm playing the bad guy route of it. There should be a case study on how fucking funny of a fucking dickhead fucking Commander Shepard is in these games, especially the first one.
What's the name of the game?
In Mass Effect, Commander Shepard.
Okay.
Yeah, the character that you play, because you can be a good character, you can be a bad character and stuff, and I'm playing through the bad character route, and just how fucking rude he is to people. I don't have enough time for your bullshit. I don't give a fuck what you got to say about that. I will shoot you. How basic and fucking like brutal he can be is so fucking funny to play.
Just reverse it. What game you were so hyped to play, but it was trash at the end? And I'm gonna start with this one, Friday the 13th. The one that came out like a few years ago. That was terrible. And speaking of slasher movies, Halloween's coming out, so I can't wait till that game come out.
Another Halloween. Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna play that when it comes out. But that's one of my
a Friday the 13th series.
Yeah.
Oh God, I remember that.
In terms of like video games.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out like sometime either this year or next year.
Oh, I thought you meant the actual show, because if you remember, there was a show that was called Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Jason. It was like a Twilight Zone kind of thing, man. Like
they were collecting haunted
artifacts and things like that, man. Like don't do that. Like don't do that, man. I remember watching that. I'm like, yo, where Jason at, man? Has nothing to do with Crystal Lake or nothing, man. I was upset.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of like San Andreas. Everybody thought that was a Grand Theft Auto movie.
A game that I didn't come up with a disappointed one. But Fable. Do you guys
Okay.
ever play Fable?
Yeah.
Man, the first one, man, that is I played that I think just a year or so ago. Again, through the Xbox Live shit on my TV, and man, that game and its mechanics and like the evolution of like powers and stuff that you can get, especially like as the series progresses. Just a really really great fun game. And they're coming out with a new Fable. Like I saw some of it. I saw like a 20-minute thing on it. It looks fucking incredible. Like the character interactions and the system that they have set up. They took some from the Nemesis system that the Shadow of War games, the Lord of the Rings Shadow of War games had. They took parts from that Nemesis system of just all the different character interactions and stuff and responses, and kind of incorporated their own version of that. It looks really fucking cool. Big fan of Fable.
So a game for me that was all hype and it screwed the pooch big was Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
It tied into the anime film that they did, and all it was a copy and paste version of God of War.
Yeah. I
Okay.
heard.
It was not well done. It was just like they rushed to it just because they said they wanted something violent and something to tie in with that movie. That's all it was.
Yeah. I think the fucking just those the Elden Ring games and stuff. I gave them a little try, here, and it just too much fucking grinding.
Actually, a game that actually disappointed me even harder than Dante's Inferno, Scarface.
Oh,
Scarface was actually a click and paste. Yes, it was came out on the PS2. It was a
yeah,
click and
I
paste
remember
of
that.
Vice City.
Yeah, that game was that game. I had fun playing that game.
Bro, it was the Timu version of Vice City.
Yeah. I had fun with it, which I loved Vice City too. That's one of the best fucking. It really is, and fucking, goddamn it, I'm forgetting his name. I'm really good at that because I'm high. GTA Vice City. What is his name?
Al Pacino?
No, not Al Pacino. Ray Liotta.
Ah.
Ray Liotta.
that was just so.
As Tommy Vercetti. And the stories with that game. It was fun, simple, great voice cast. And I just had so much fun with that game. The soundtrack, best soundtrack of the Grand Theft Auto series.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Yeah, best soundtrack of the Grand Theft Auto series.
I think what happened with Scarface is that it came out at the wrong time. People had already purchased their Vice City, and I mean, honestly, Scarface was just Vice City with a Tony Montana skin.
Yeah, it was. I had fun with it. And also, I think Grand Theft Auto 4 gets slept on a bit too. I think that one had the best gun targeting system out of all the games. I had the most fun shooting Grand Theft Auto 4 than I think I did 5, 3, or Vice City. I really liked the shooting mechanics in that game and the driving shooting mechanics. That's when they really got good with the driving shooting mechanics.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. And Yeah, that Fable was one that I felt a lot of people slept on.
Speaking of sleeping on, Lanai, are you awake?
But she was looking down. Yeah, are
Oh,
you
I thought she
muted?
was asleep.
No,
Nah, she
I'm not
was,
sleeping.
I thought you were
I'm
muted.
reading stuff.
she was thinking about Sting. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, I don't blame her.
I wasn't, but okay.
Yeah, I'll take it. Worst things
They-
being stuff.
Daydreaming about Sting. Go ahead.
Cause I'm dreaming
I'm
of
trying to
you
think of
tonight. Cause
bag.
tomorrow.
Don't bring Selena into this.
You gonna be
I
holding
just keep on
Sting
thinking
tight?
of I keep on thinking of good games like
Yeah, I can't
Detroit
think of
Becoming
anything.
Human. Did you guys ever play Detroit Becoming Human?
No, I never heard of that.
That one's really fucking good. Do you guys know of the game Hard Rain? It's made by the same people.
Yes. Yes.
It's made by the same people that made Hard Rain, but it's much better. Not that I don't like Hard Rain. It's good for what it is. Detroit Becoming Human is so cool. You play from the perspectives of about 3 to 4 characters throughout a story of in Detroit, people of like that are basically cyborgs, that are human robots. Kind of exists. One of them's a detective that's on there. Another one is a woman who gets kind of bought as a like wife cybernetic figure. That he has a daughter. Like he doesn't do anything with her like that. Like she does the chores around the house, but he's abusive, and you kind of have the choice with her to whether you protect that girl or not, kill that guy, and then like you have a story with that girl going on from there. Then yeah. Then and then you have another like 2 characters that you make choices throughout the stories, and just depending on how you play these characters, you can have very vast outcomes of these stories and how the city of Detroit treats cybernetic people and people that have augmentations versus regular people, and it goes into really like deep depths. Like I think it's one of the like better stories about like the significance of AI and when it comes to recognizing itself, like how morality, in it and its own self choices are gonna dictate a lot of things, and it's a really good story about the moralities. It gets into like the morality choices of life and having to live like these different people. It's a fantastic fucking game. The graphics are incredible. Yeah, Detroit Becoming Human.
Okay.
Yeah, and a great great series that has a similar name, a great TV series, Being Human.
Humans. Yeah, with Gemma Chan.
Yep, and Sam Whitmer. That is I think that is a highly slept on show. Really good. The British version was pretty good too. It was shorter. But the American version I liked a lot too. I'm also just a big Sam Whitmore stan. That's Darth Maul,
Actually, you know what show I've been getting into? It's a classic. I decided to go back to it. I couldn't help myself. Tales from the Crypt.
I've been watching that too.
It's on
Really?
Tubi.
Yeah, it
It's
is on
on
Tubi.
Tubi.
That's been watching it.
So for those of you who don't know, Tales from the Crypt is the OG Black Mirror. So you know how Black Mirror,
I love
Yeah.
you
that.
can go on Netflix, watch Black Mirror, and it doesn't matter what episode you watch, what season you watch. Each story is its own contained story. The same thing. This was done like late 80s, early 90s, and you'll see a lot of young, like you'll see like a young Tim Roth, a young Jeff Goldblum. You'll see a young
Yeah.
Tom Hanks in these roles, and they're supposed to be horror anthologies. They're not terrifyingly scary, but it's
can
kind of
be.
like very twisted.
Yeah.
There's very twisted storytelling.
Crypt Keeper, he always creeped me out.
It's kind of like you reap what you sow kind of thing. Like you kill
It is.
something, they coming back for you.
Yes.
If you cheat death,
Yes.
it's coming for you. That's all that is.
Yes, I agree with you on that. There's a couple of stories that have not, like, I was just watching one episode where, long story short, this guy marries like the town whore, and
Yep.
he gets very jealous. The girl ends up hooking up with one of his employees. He finds him in the middle of the act. He fucking beats the shit out of him. The kid goes blind. Long story short, his employees are like, "Fuck this. We're gonna get him back," and they end up encasing him in a tree or like some logs, and they have the kid use a chainsaw to cut him up and cut the chick up.
Mm.
Sexy.
So it's like it's very twisted tales of like what you reap is what you sow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt is
In hilarious ways.
A more modern slept on series that I really really liked was Penguin.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
really see that.
Oh man, that Penguin series, and it really doesn't have like a whole lot of like Batman aspects in it. Batman doesn't appear in the series. He's
No.
not relative to the series at all. So it really is just like a great like a 10 episode gangster drama that also has some really great like storylines and character stuff that's driven by like legit mental problems and mental health issues and stuff like Penguin and the way Colin Farrell especially portrayed him. Holy shit, man. I've never like I can't really think of like more of a like mental case that ends up coming out of this kind of like character that, especially in the Batman movie, you just kind of he only has so much of a role, you know, as kind of like that gangster that's in the movie, whereas this really gets into the power structure and the real gangster structure that they have behind the movies.
Nice.
That they're coming out with. And then the one girl who plays the daughter of Penguin. What is her
Check it
name?
out.
Kristen Milioti. She plays Sophia Falcone, and that is one of the best female characters I've ever seen. Like her character arc in that show of like taking on this like mob family and stuff, and her rejecting it and her own mental health issues. But she has by far one of the most two of the most gangster goddamn scenes I've ever seen. Like, especially for a woman doing it, but two of the most gangster fucking scenes I've ever seen in a show. That show's really fucking good. Highly recommend it. And I'm excited for the Batman too. I like the Batman.
Let's check it out.
Nah, I'm not. I could do without Robert Pattinson.
I didn't hate it.
I think and what they've already kind of said is that they're gonna get more a little bit more into his Bruce Wayne. That's the thing that's the thing I kind of liked though about his version there of Batman, that it's that he's so driven, and that's what I liked about his portrayal, that he's of all the Batman Bruce Waynes, he's by far the most driven, obsessed of like, nah, I just kind of got to be Batman, like all the time.
No, but listen, the
And
thing
we're
that
not going to
bothers me,
really focus on the fact that my mom and dad are dead, but like it's going to come in, and I'm just going to kind of be like, yeah, wait, my parents were that fucked up? Yep, this only reinforces the fact that my parents kind of maybe had what was coming to them.
well, listen, the
And
thing
I
is,
like that.
I
like that
tried.
character on it.
Listen, I tried sitting through the Batman not once, not twice, but 3 separate
It's a
times.
new
All
movie.
3 times, and all 3 times I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new
I
movie.
couldn't get into it. It was just, I don't know. I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it.
That's what I like though about the Penguin, because it's a series. I think the Batman, and I think anybody could agree that there has been a long time needing for a live action Batman TV series,
Yeah.
because the cartoons prove it. There is so much great fucking story. Have you seen Batman Cape Crusader?
Yes, I love it. Have you guys seen
Dear
it?
Lord.
Wait, wait. Cape Crusader?
That's
It's
the
No, no,
Amazon.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
thinking the Brave and the Bold.
Batman
No. I have not
cartoon.
watched it.
It's the
It's
Amazon
got
one.
Bruce.
Great.
It's got Bruce Timm. It's got Bruce Timm back on it, back on the helm. They're using some of the best goddamn animation. They're not relying on the CG stuff. They're doing like the same classic style of the Batman series, of the animated series. They don't, and it also their takes on all the characters. Like the fact that Bruce Timm is
So
just like,
classy.
yeah, remember I'm the same guy who came up with Harley Quinn, who is by far the most popular female character of DC, probably the most popular superhero character out there that's not an actual superhero. I'm going to fucking make her a black psychiatrist. And you won't know it for most of the fucking first season. And it'll come out to that she's a fucking lesbian with Detective Montoya, and that's fucking great fucking storytelling, because this is what would be marketed as a TV show for kids, and they are telling great serious story. I also like too how they really do not focus on his parents' death. That Batman is also just he's obsessed with solving crime. And he's really a Batman at any cost. He has the no kill rule, but he doesn't necessarily preach it either. And that's what I really like about this take on Batman, is that he's a detective. He's not like the best fighter either. He's a good fighter, but he's not like, you know, give me prep time and I'll fuck anybody up. Like, he's a Batman of like, oh shit.
Well,
I mean, wasn't the point of this? Wasn't the point of Robert Pattinson's Batman that he was just starting out as Batman?
Right.
So anybody who starts off with like brand new to something, they're not going to be good at it at first.
Nope.
You know what I mean? You have athletes that start off playing football when they're 10 years old, but they don't know shit about it, so they're not going to know that they're not supposed to hold, or they're not supposed to like interfere. They learn that over time. So it makes sense that if you're doing like a Batman year one, hey, he's going to fuck up every now and again.
Yeah, and the thing about what my biggest criticism of the Batman there is that it's a movie that should have been a TV show, and the Penguin proves that. And we've been needing for a long fucking time to have a live action Batman. Shout out to the fucking fucking the DC CW squad there who tried for literally 6 fucking years before they could even get an actual fucking rendition of Batman, and they couldn't put the costume on him. No, they had to put him in a fucking robot suit, and that he was actually one that killed all the other fucking superheroes. And it's the only goddamn time that they had the voice of Batman forever play live action fucking Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed when they made the that Batgirl movie and they decided not to release it. Like I was upset over that shit.
Have you heard Brendan Fraser's interview on Howard Stern that he did about it?
No, I didn't hear this one.
He did an interview on Howard Stern where he talked about the movie, where he's like, well, since it's not coming out, I'm going to talk about it. He was playing Firefly. Are you familiar with Firefly?
I heard of it, yeah.
Batman. Typically just I'm a burn victim, so I'm gonna burn everything kind of like, you know, character. He's like a C-list Batman character.
Mhm.
Brendan Fraser's take on this version of Firefly is that he was going to be a Marine caught in explosion out in the Middle East, and that he suffered burn scars from it, that he came back and the military didn't give him any of the proper compensation and basically cut him off.
Mhm.
And so that this Firefly version of him is an ex-Marine that got bitten by the system and is coming after the system and burning down the institutions and going and targeting all the officers that were responsible, because it got also like all the men in his troop killed. So he has all this ties and flashback scenes and stuff. Like they film like his like his burning and everything, the scene of where he's in the explosion. They film the whole thing, and like the ties into the guys that died with him at that thing. And he was like, and it was like this really great take on a C-list, you know, Batman character. And he said that, and the girl that was playing Batgirl, you know, he's like, they faced the kind of like semi-initial criticism of being black. He's like, but she was playing Batgirl, like a detective that is, you know, the daughter of Commissioner Gordon, and her dad wasn't even like one of the big focuses of the story. It was more about her character trying to psychoanalyze this guy and try to like really, you know, break him down from this rampage that he started.
Right.
And so really character driven take, and that they, and the aesthetics of it too were, you know, he said it was so good looking. He was like, people just saw that initial like purple Batgirl costume and stuff like that. But when you actually see her in action, which she apparently did a lot of like the stunts and stuff for it too, he's like, you know, she's doing these fighting stunts and she's great at them. And he's like, and they drop it. And they drop it for a tax write-off.
Well, there's rumors that there's a company that's looking to buy the rights to release the film. I don't know how true that is.
I'm sure they should release it.
Yeah.
I think that's especially you have Brendan Fraser coming off of a goddamn Academy Award win, and also too he's like, I've always kind of played the hero guy, and now I'm getting into, you know, more deeper, darker characters. He's like, I felt like this was like the perfect villain for me to portray, because this is a man burned by the system.
Well, listen, if you want to talk about villains, Brendan Fraser, this wouldn't have been the first time that he played a villain. You need to watch, if you could find it online somehow, you need to watch a film called Journey to the End of the Night. It's with Brendan Fraser, Scott Glenn, and Most Def. So in the film, Brendan Fraser plays the son of, I'm not gonna say a crime lord, but this guy runs his own like brothel in Brazil. He's got, ties with the mob. He's whatever, right? So I'll just give you one scene. In this scene, Brendan Fraser's been drinking. He's pissed off. He's he has a relationship with his father's girlfriend or wife that's a little inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, in this particular scene, he's standing on a balcony drinking, and this transgender prostitute throws a glass that shatters, pisses him off. He chases the hooker down an alleyway, takes a glass, and slices like the Joker's cheeks. And he's like, "Go ahead and make money with that face now, bitch." Bro, I have never seen Brendan Fraser so intense.
Cool.
I've never seen him in such a way that the only way you could describe him is evil, bro. He was scary in that film. So if you get a chance to watch it, Journey to the End of the Night.
Oh,
I just looked that up. Obviously, a few movies. Here I gotta look at which. Yeah, he's a great guy, too. And I loved the Mummy. The Mummy, the second one I think it was good and fun. The third one was a little meh. But also, do you guys remember the Mummy cartoon series?
Oh God, don't even mention that. That shit was horrible.
Yeah. The Mummy cartoon series. That's a real 90s throwback. I think that only got like 2 seasons.
No, I think it got one season.
Mummy's
One
alive.
season.
I think it only got one.
Yep.
A show throwback that apparently was just never has had endless like non-constitution. Pirates of the Dark Water.
I love that.
love that show.
Love that show. It did not get an ending, and it's still messed up. I'm still mad about it. Damn it.
And they weren't, and because of like rights and stuff, they weren't able to like get like a proper like comic series or anything to follow it up. They weren't able to get like a book to like try to like write it up, and they've campaigned to try and like do a continuation of the series and stuff, but they still can't get the fucking rights to it.
Yeah, it deserves so much more.
Which sucks because that was such just the animation was like so cool and interesting, and it was just such a cool, interesting story. Which chasing that's the typical RPG kind of show, go chase the next trinket.
Yeah.
And
Dark Water.
Endless chase quest.
I mean, on the same note, a show that was short-lived, and it was basically because of the government wanting to make cartoons more of an educational thing. Skeleton Warriors. You guys remember that one?
What is
No.
it?
Skeleton Warriors. So it takes place on some far off planet.
Time you said the first name. Slade Slow.
Skeleton
Skeleton
Warriors.
Okay. Yeah.
So they fought over this crystal. There was like a light side, a dark side. The evil characters were all like living skeletons. And you had the good guys who were they each got like a half of the crystal, so they were trying to fight over the unification, and it was a weird show, but it was so ahead of its time. But because the government was like, no, we need to be educational, we can't have this be like a 30-minute commercial for toys. They canceled it.
Yeah.
It looks familiar, but
I think I remember briefly, like maybe seeing 1 or 2 episodes of that when it was out back in the day.
The toys were cool. I remember the toys.
It looks like it looks similar to just like the animation from Heavy Metal.
Yeah, I remember Heavy Metal.
Yeah. Which that's one that's one that like that's one of those movies that I watched as a kid that I shouldn't have.
Same. Very much same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me. You're saying that. I remember just now my first discovery of hentai. Holy shit, was that a mistake?
Oh God.
Yeah. Fucking
No, listen.
Also that goes along with there of series I shouldn't have watched as a kid. Spawn, the
No, but
HBO
see,
animated
I
series.
love that show growing up.
It's so
No.
good. I started watching it again like a week or so ago. I fell off though.
Yeah, but
like,
you can't put Spawn and hentai in the same category, bro. There's two different animals.
No.
Oh, dude, they have
Nah,
some
Spawn was
really
lit.
graphic sex scenes in Spawn
Yeah, they had some
in the
very
animated
close.
series. Yeah, some really graphic sex scenes in that animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah, perversions of science.
The animated series is by far just one of the more like horrifying, graphic, like animated series that's ever been out there. But that's Spawn, like
Mhm.
that's Todd McFarlane's. That's his baby boy. You know,
I'm just waiting for the new live action film.
Yeah, well, that's something that like he goes back and forth on like every year, basically, of being like, sure, I'd like for another one. No, I don't want another one. Sure, I'd like another one. Let's do another animated series. No, let's not do another animated series. Todd McFarlane is the most fickly fuck in all of comics, and everybody knows it.
I mean, yeah, you got like that though.
Example A, Image Comics. What a great idea. Let's all leave Marvel and do our own things. And then let's all get into copyright fights amongst each other.
Forever. All right, well.
Yeah, you can't win them all.
You got Scott Liefeld going off and being like, no, it's not the X-Men. I swear to God.
All right, I gotta go. Good night.
But yeah,
everyone.
I need to get going myself.
Yeah.
We've been at it for 2 hours.
All right,
but it's
guys.
been a lot of fun, y'all.
All right, y'all be good.
Later.
All right, peace, love, and chicken grease.
All right.
Peace. Bye.